What is going on, Blossoms back? Welcome back to a bonus upload. We had a top drives video earlier on today, and now we're working with a Hot Wheel video later for this posting as well. So 2 videos today coming at you quick. I hope you guys have a great day. Today for Hot Wheels, I want to talk about premium conversions, okay? Now, if you don't know what premium conversions are, usually that's when a basic casting turns premium, okay? And what does that mean? Well, here you go. We've got a basic casting, and I would say it's a pretty nice casting as well, of a Hot Wheels Automobili Pininfarina, right? So we're talking metal body, plastic chase, decent coating, decent decals, usually tempo, on 2 sides of a car. So usually on the basic Hot Wheels, you would expect, tempos on 2 out of 4 sides of the car, okay? So usually it's like the front and back, sometimes it's the front and like the sides, sometimes it's the front and the top, and sometimes it's the top and the sides without the front and the back. So you gotta pick your poison and in these kind of scenarios when it comes to a basic car. But all things considered, this is a pretty nice basic car as you would expect from a $1 toy, right? Now, moving on, this car is getting a premium conversion, okay? In a set coming in 2025, I think it's called Euro Speed, the Automobili Pininfarina is going premium. So what does it mean when a car goes premium? Well, that usually means that instead of the plastic base, it gets switched out for a metal base. It gets a little bit more paint. It gets rubber tires, also known as real riders. So, it just gets beefed up. And, sometimes when a basic goes premium, we're talking, a nice little upgrade for a basic casting. So, for example, we got the basic Automobili on the left, then we have the premium Automobili Pininfarina on the right, and as you can see, there is a slight difference between both the cars. Now, we're just looking at it from a visual perspective, but if you ever owned a premium Hot Wheel, and if you compared it in your hand to a basic Hot Wheel, the premium Hot Wheel will also feel a lot more luxurious, or should I say, a lot heavier, right? Because this is a full metal casting compared to a basic casting, which has a metal body, but a plastic base. So, sometimes, premiums, they go well. One of those examples would be this Liberty Walk Ken Murray, right? This was a team transport when it became premium. It was also basic a couple of years ago. Now, why I say this went pretty well? Well, you can look at the aftermarket prices for the premium version of that Ken Murray Liberty Walk, okay? Even the basic version goes for a pretty penny, but not all premium conversions go well, okay? One that I can think of this year was a Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7, I believe that's the name. And yeah, this one was a little controversial because can you tell which is the basic and can you tell which is the premium? This Porsche did get a little bit of slack when it got a premium conversion. The main reason for that is because I believe the basic version for the Porsche 911 was just really good already. That's the problem. The basic version looked really good. So when they switched it over to the premium, it just seemed like it really wasn't worth a consumer's money, right? I mean, yeah, there's some new wheels, not the best real riders in my opinion, and yeah, they gave it a metal base, and yeah, they painted the headlights with a little bit more detail, but honestly, I think that it's pretty bad that they didn't even give a painting to the car plate for the premium version. So some work, some don't work just as well, right? But in today's video, I want to talk about conversion suggestions, okay? So obviously now we've got Ron working at Hot Wheels, and that guy is an absolute legend. Everything he touches seems to turn to gold. So I think this is a good time to talk about conversion suggestions. Cars that are currently in basic, that are not in premium. So I'm going to give you 5 suggestions, and you guys can let me know down in the comments below whether you agree with my takes or not. Now, the first car I really want to see go to premium is the Porsche Panamera. This casting has been around for quite some time. It's been out, I think, in 3 different colors. I believe it's white, red, and gray. I feel like one even came out in blue, but I would absolutely love to see this car get a premium conversion, to get some real riders on there, to get a metal base, to get a little bit more paint here and there. I think that this is a beautiful casting, and it's probably one of my favorite basic Porsches of recent memory, honestly. This and maybe like the GT3, for example, and I think that this would be a great premium. An example of this in the premium lineup, imagine if they release Fast Wagons again. I know we got it this year, and I gotta say, this year's Fast Wagon set, pretty disappointing. I'll be completely honest, it was pretty disappointing. I love the Merc, and I think the Audi is great, but the Chevelle left little to be desired for me, honestly. The Volvo was also just really bad in my opinion. I did not like it, okay? The last Fast Wagon set we got we also had the same exact car, which I think it's a little bit lazy for them to just replace that again. And the Super Forester STI, we just saw that last year in Modern Classics. It's crazy that they brought it back. Actually, you know what? I'm a little biased with that because we also just saw that Mercedes E36 in the last Boulevard set of 2024. But I don't mind. I love that casting. I love that car, so I don't mind seeing it a million times. But anyway, I would love to see the Porsche Panamera get a premium conversion and maybe slap it in one of these car culture fast wagons, right? So I think this is going to be a great little one to start us off. Another suggestion, I got 5 suggestions, just to let you guys know. Another one I would love to see go to premium is this Land Rover or Range Rover Velar. I think that this is already very close to being a premium. It's a very nice model. I love the proportions. It's got, you know, paint or tempo, whatever you want to call it, on the front and back, and sometimes even on the sides as well. So they went a little over budget with that with the tempo. But yeah, I absolutely love this. And I would love to see it in some kind of new car culture set that maybe focuses on soccer moms or luxury SUVs. Think about, you know, Range Rover Velar, Bentley Bentayga, maybe throw in like a Jeep, like a Trackhawk in there or something, maybe like a Mercedes ML or something like that. You know, some new castings can be in there, Bentayga can be in there. I know that they have the Bentayga casting, at least Mattel has it for Matchbox. I don't think they made one for Hot Wheels, but they could move that over. I don't know how the licensing works between Hot Wheels and Mattel. I mean, Hot Wheels and Matchbox, but they're all under one Mattel umbrella anyway. But I would love to see some sort of, you know, soccer mom, car culture, you know, luxury SUV lineup down in the future, right? So yeah, we've got the Panamera, we've got the Range Rover. Let's move on to my third one. This is going to be the Kia Stinger. I would love to see a premium conversion in this one as well, and I think the best way to see it is maybe in some kind of Hot Wheels Boulevard. So put it in a Boulevard set. I think the Kia Stinger, you know, it's a casting that we don't see a lot. It came around for like a couple of years and then it just disappeared. I like it. I would love to see this once again with a metal base, with real riders. I think it would be pretty cool. Now, I got 2 more castings to show you, or 2 more cars I would love to see move up to the premium line. The next one, obviously, this is the year of Ferrari when it comes to top drive, so I gotta throw a Ferrari in there as well. Whether it be the 575, you know, GTC that you see on the top left, or the 550 Maranello that you see on the bottom right, I would love to see one of these Ferraris, you know, a 550 or a 575 turn into premium, right? So far in the Ferrari lineup for the Hot Wheels revamp of the brand, we've seen things like the 250 GTO, the SF90, the LaFerrari, which are all really cool iconic cars, the F40, the F50, but I would love to see a 575 or a 550 in here as well. Seeing this, not only getting a premium conversion, but maybe even a casting overhaul, would be pretty damn cool in my opinion. I would love to have a car like this. You could even do like a 1980s or like 1990s like Miami car culture kind of vibe. Think about this. Maybe another version of like a DeLorean or a Countach. What else is down that line? Maybe like a Porsche 930 as well, you know, something like that. It's been a while since we've seen a Porsche 930 in premium. I think the most recent one has been a Porsche 964 911. So 930 911 would be nice. I think the last time we saw a 930 911 in the car culture or in the premium lineup for Hot Wheels was Boulevard 2 years ago, right? The one with the set with the Mercedes, right? What else was in there? The Dodge Challenger, I think it was. But anyway, fantastic. I would love to have this in here. But anyway, I'm leaving the best for last. The last car that I would love to see get a premium overhaul, to get a premium conversion. I mean, it was in the thumbnail. We talked about it earlier. We saw it earlier. It's indeed my favorite, the Mercedes 560 SEC. This is probably my favorite casting ever when it comes to Hot Wheels. Definitely my favorite basic casting. Is it my favorite premium casting? Is it my favorite casting overall? I gotta think about that because, you know, I'm currently looking at my Maserati MC20, which is sitting on my desk, which is from the most recent Boulevard set, and that is absolutely gorgeous. And there's some really good ones out there, but honestly, the Mercedes 560 SEC, one of the nicest castings that Hot Wheels has ever made. And I would love to see this thing turn into premium. I know it's been a super treasure hunt, so we've seen this thing with real riders before. I got one in my collection, but I would love to see this thing truly in premium, to get the full premium treatment, to get the premium packaging, to get that custom artwork. This would be so freaking sick, dude. Where can I see this in the car culture lineup? I think Modern Classics, right? If they brought back Modern Classics, I know it probably won't be soon. They just released Modern Classic last year, but you know, if they brought it back in the future, I can see this Mercedes being the front runner. I can even see it being a chase. Okay, maybe that might be a little bit hard because they did release this already in black in the basic line, so that might be tough. but I would love to see this in premium. This is one of the nicest castings ever. I mean, it's already perfect, honestly. The only thing you can add to this is like real riders and a metal base. That's about it. But it is a perfect casting, honestly. It is phenomenal. But anyway, guys, these are the 5 cars that are currently in the basic lineup, which I would love to see move on to premium. So let me know down in the comments below what other kind of premium conversions you would like to think or you would like to see that you can think of. But these are mine: the Panamera, the Kia, the Ferrari 550 or 575, the Range Rover Velar, as well as my beloved Mercedes 560 SEC. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this little bonus video. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so